What's good, guys? It's Seth with Sent22.com. Bitcoin is dumping, so I have a quick update for you guys. Let's look at Bitcoin and my short-term to medium-term price targets for Bitcoin. As a reminder, I am only sharing my opinions, so nothing in here should be considered as financial advice. Now let's kick this off by getting the phase of the market cycle that we are in. So looking at Bitcoin's chart with the logarithmic regression curves, we see that Bitcoin is currently trading at the top end of the market cycle, and it is usually in this zone that Bitcoin taps off and come back down in price. In 2017 over here, we tapped off, we came back down in price. In 2013 as well, we tapped off in this zone, we came back down in price. So it is highly likely that we will tap off in this zone and come back down in price as well. So until Bitcoin breaks above $70,000, then I would assume we are in a double top formation. But if Bitcoin breaks above $70,000, then we could just ignore this resistance line that has been holding us back for about a decade now. But at the moment, I'm assuming that we are in a double top formation, and I'm assuming that we will continue down until Bitcoin breaks above $60,000 at least. Then I could change my mind on that. But I would assume we are in a double top formation at the moment. We now know where we are in the market cycle. So now let's get the market sentiment for Bitcoin using the open interest and the long to short ratio on Binance. I'm currently in the daily time frame, and when we look at the open interest chart, we see that open interest has been rising for some time and is pretty much high at the moment when compared to a month ago. So it is looking like there's a lot of money flowing into the market, into the futures market for Bitcoin, and it also shows that there are a lot of traders holding bets on Bitcoin at the moment. But let's look at the long to short ratio to see the direction of the bets. So looking at the long to short ratio, we see that there's about 76% longs and 24% shorts. And this shows that generally people are bullish on Bitcoin and are betting on Bitcoin, pushing higher from here. But this is just a good setup for the market makers and also the whales to take advantage of this. And they could liquidate some longs while making money along the way. So be careful out there, guys. This is just a bad setup for the traders, taking bets at the moment, but actually a good setup for the market makers and the whales. We now have an idea of the general market sentiment. So now let's look at Bitcoin from the lower time frame to the higher time frame. So starting with the 4-hour chart, we see that Bitcoin is currently trading at 46,375, and it's also trading in this head and shoulder pattern. So that's the left shoulder right there. That is the head, and it looks like we are forming the right shoulder at the moment. This head and shoulder pattern is usually a bearish pattern, and it normally predicts price will break below the neckline. So the neckline in this situation is this support line over here, and this support line was the resistance line back when we were trading in this descending channel pattern. So we definitely do not want Bitcoin breaking below $46,000 at the neckline. If Bitcoin breaks below the neckline at 46, then this head and shoulder pattern will be confirmed, and we will continue lower. Price will break lower, and I expect price to go ahead about $42,000 if we push lower. So we definitely do not want Bitcoin breaking below 46. That's a price to watch. But now let's look at some indicators. Let's look at the RSI. The RSI in the 4-hour chart shows that Bitcoin has lost a lot of strength. The RSI is currently at 29, showing that we are oversold. But let's confirm this using the daily chart. So let me switch to the daily. And looking at the RSI in the daily chart, we see that the RSI is at 38 over here, showing that we could continue even lower. The RSI could push even lower. So be careful out there, guys. All right. We definitely do not want Bitcoin breaking below 46K. If Bitcoin breaks below 46, 45K, then we will be confirming this head and shoulder pattern as well. So in the daily chart, we have another head and shoulder pattern. We have this left shoulder right here. We have the head, and it looks like we are forming a right shoulder. So if Bitcoin breaks below 46K, then it's likely that Bitcoin will push towards 42K. And if Bitcoin breaks below 42K and breaks below 40K as well, then we will be confirming this head and shoulder pattern as well, this giant head and shoulder pattern as well. And we could break towards $30,000. And if we fall below $30,000, then in my perspective, then we'll be confirming the bear market. Then the bear market has started for Bitcoin if we break below $30,000. Now make sure to help a brother out. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. My name is Seth, and I make crypto content that makes you more money. So if making more money with cryptos is something you are interested in, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications as well. And let me know which other coin you would like for me to cover in the comment section.